Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Let me tell you something. We about to go stupid. 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 This shit we be on stupid. This shit I'm blowing on stupid fruity. If it ain't D, y'all she right Gucci stupid. Louis stupid. All about my check and I go stupid.
Lord, they blood loud like he Putin. Nigga thugged out like he Putin. Ain't a coot, nigga can't scoop me. I hear the hate loud, call it rootin'. Dodo bird, a real extra bitch. Speeding around in a dumb whip. Push start, banana split. Dior bag, hold an extra clip. Cuff a rap nigga, extra drip. Then stack with him, extra flips. Florida water, real loony bitch. Purse Gucci, no Dooney bitch. Pussy talk, no rumor-ish. On the whole head like a tumor sick. Shots fired, I don't miss. I'm the definition of a real bitch.
We on stupid. This shit I'm blowing on stupid fruity. If it ain't D, y'all she right Gucci stupid. Louis stupid. All about my check and I go stupid. I'm in a two-seat on my cup till no hangovers on me. We gon' try buy your new phone with we in a Range Rover, no heat. Take out man, can't wait next year. Roll that out, I'ma cover my ear. I'm too high, so don't come near. If it ain't on me right here. Got an ounce pride, got pills on my jaw like goddamn. We're broke way too long, main reason I don't love be spinning. Took it out last year, now I'm back up. Both on your main, now she stuck. I don't do favors and don't trust luck. I'm pulling up if it's by the truck. This shit we be on stupid. This shit I'm blowing on stupid fruity. If it ain't D, y'all she right Gucci stupid. Louis stupid. All about my check and I go stupid.
Yes, sir. We in the building, back in school. Welcome to class, guys. Welcome to class. You now entered the righteous sphere, where we do not cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or your emotions. We gonna tell the truth. We gonna use some common sense, and we will not complicate that. Salute, gang. What up? Yes, we back in the building. My little one had a game today. Know what I mean, guys? So it was dope. It was dope. He was out there doing his thing, yo. He play on defense. So that's where I was at this morning. That's why we late. We kind of late. It's 6 o'clock, and we just now getting a Goodbread word of the day. But salute to him. Salute to my little man. This is why I do it. You know what I mean? The meek shall inherit the earth. So I got to make sure his generation is a little bit more comfortable for him. Cause I know how my generation did me. And we're gonna talk about it today, guys, because we got mind-blowing reasons, mentally strong black women. And that's a fancy word, because I could have put Proverbs 31. Let's skip the ball. Let's stop playing. I could have put virtuous woman, but I put mentally strong black woman, because a mentally strong black woman is just that, guys. A mentally strong black woman is a sister with sense. Salute to my sisters with sense. Any sisters with sense in the house that mess with Mr. Goodbread, that don't play about Mr. Goodbread, salute to y'all, sisters. So today really gonna be a test, right? We're gonna have a test day. It's a test day for our sisters with sense. If you really truly believe our heart, you a sister with sense, then you gonna identify with a lot of the stuff we go over today. But for those of you that can't seem to identify with anything I say, so it's going to be a bash. Oh, he's always putting down women. And it's not that I'm putting down women, it's that when I talk about good qualities in these women, virtuous women, that is, because that's the only woman worth $100,000 dude. And that's the problem, right? We got so many ugly ones that stay with the biggest opinions, right? Why is the ugly ones the most opinionated, right? The hard face, camel back, Donkey Kong built chicks, the ones that got the most opinions in this gender thing, in this dating thing. You got hard faced women talking about they don't want to raise no man, and it's just nasty work out here, boy. It's nasty work. But today we gonna go and we gonna talk about our good women, the very few. Cause how many of y'all, how many strong, right? Let's be real with ourselves, guys, gang. How many strong, mentally strong black women do we think we have in our community, guys? How many? How many y'all think we have? Do y'all think it's a lot? Y'all think the majority of the women is mentally strong females? Is Proverbs 31 females? Or y'all think the majority of our sisters is Proverbs 7? Bald head roaches. Y'all put it in the chat. Cause this is gonna explain a lot. This is gonna explain why you shouldn't be trying to get to 100K a year. If you could get it, you could get it. But 100K a year don't guarantee you no Proverbs 31 woman when the majority of these women out here are Proverbs 7, bro. You know what I mean? For those of y'all that don't know, what's a Proverbs 7? Show them.
My son, keep my words and treasure up my commandments with you. Keep my commandments and live. Keep my teaching as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call insight your intimate friend, to keep you from the forbidden woman, from the adulteress with her smooth words. For at the window of my house I have looked out through my lattice, and I have seen among the simple. I have perceived among the youths a young man lacking sense, passing along the street near her corner, taking the road to her house in the twilight, in the evening, at the time of night and darkness. And behold, the woman meets him, dressed as a prostitute, wily of heart. She is loud and wayward. Her feet do not stay at home. Now in the street, now in the market, and at every corner she lies in wait. She seizes him and kisses him, and with bold face she says to him, I had to offer sacrifices, and today I have paid my vows. So now I have come out to meet you, to seek you eagerly, and I have found you. I have spread my couch with coverings, colored linens from Egyptian linen. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love till morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. For my husband is not at home. He is gone on a long journey. He took a bag of money with him. At full moon he will come home. With much seductive speech she persuades him. With her smooth talk she compels him. All at once he follows her, as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as a stag is caught fast till an arrow pierces its liver, as a bird rushes into a snare. He does not know that it will cost him his life. And now, O sons, listen to me, and be attentive to the words of my mouth. Let not your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths, for many a victim has she laid low, and all her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is the way to Sheol, going down to the chambers of death.
He said her house is the way to Sheol, going down to the chambers of death. Her house, fellas. These are the most opinionated women in our community. And he warned us about her house, guys. That's Proverbs 7, guys. So let's get to the Proverbs 31, because I tell y'all this. Remember, they run around here talking this, ain't no answers, Sway. Ain't no answer book, and it's an answer book. If you want to be a godly woman, if you want to be a godly man, there's an answer book. There's instructions on how to do that. But you refuse to go to that. You refuse to take in any new information. And that's why y'all stay with the blessings that y'all get. Nothing. You know what I mean? Y'all run around here, feel y'all deserve everything under the sun. And until you do it by the way of them instructions, you really don't deserve nothing, man. Y'all don't deserve nothing. The Proverbs 31 woman is a figure from the Bible that represents a good woman who lives a godly life through faith and trust in God. Okay, guys. So how many women in our community does that? Believe in that. Through faith and trust in God. How many women trust in God, guys? Like really, like we're gonna talk about it today. These are the conversations we have on this channel. You know what I mean? The passage is not meant to provide a specific prescription for straight for womanhood, but rather to offer wisdom on how to live a godly life as a woman. So there's no template. It's no one. Remember, I tell you, I don't go living life with a template, with a checklist. You got to breathe it. You got to make it a lifestyle, gang. You got to make this a lifestyle. You can't just walk around here and, oh, I didn't do, and checklist this thing off and check. No, you got to make it a lifestyle. And a lot of women can't make it a lifestyle. They don't want to make it a lifestyle, guys. So let's talk about some characteristics of this Proverbs 31 woman. And you tell me, ladies, sisters with sense, make sure you have these characteristics in you, or you not a sister with sense. I'm straight up with you. I'm your brother. I'm your big brother or your little brother. I'm straight up with you. I get nothing for lying to you. And the other people that lied to you, they going to hell right along with you. So understand, I have no reason to lie to you, man. We have very few women that's gonna have these characteristics that I'm fitting to go over with today. But yet we still have a lot of women that really feel men's supposed to provide them 100K. On what fucking planet? Then another problem I'm having with these ugly ones. Because remember, the ugly ones are the most opinionated ones in our community. They run around here talking about, oh, men be talking about gold diggers and they don't even got no gold. All right, men don't have no money. Black men, I'll admit, I got some bread, but I ain't got 100K, but I got some bread. But I will admit, majority of us, we ain't got no money. Okay, but now let's get to y'all. Let's get to what y'all don't got. How about y'all face? Because the majority of y'all, that face that y'all be displaying, that ain't y'all's. That ain't y'all's. All right, let's get to that. That booty not y'all's. Let's get to the hair. The hair, not y'all's. Yeah, because remember, men don't got no money. All right. So with the men that got money, what is our money for? Because the men that got money, we don't want women like this. We don't want clowns. Because there's no different from a modern woman and a clown in 2024. And 100K dude, we don't deserve a clown. We don't deserve a clown because we got 100K. We do not deserve a clown because what difference is it from a modern woman in today's society and the picture that's on the board, guys? They are clowns, bro. They are walking, breathing clowns, and they say the weirdest shit. They say the weirdest stuff, guys. Understand that. This is why 100K do not guarantee you no virtuous woman, because a virtuous woman, she don't need 100K. She ain't looking for 100K. Too bad that it's not too many women that's not looking for 100K. It's not too many women in our community, in our environments, that has not been indoctrinated with the devil work, because that's the devil work. because that's not the Proverbs 31 woman. Let's get into some characteristics of the Proverbs 31 woman. You know what I mean? And as we go along, I'll put it on the screen so that we can all be clear. You know what I mean? And if you're dealing with a woman, she should have these characteristics. If you're simping on a female, she got to have these characteristics. Or, bro, she's a modern woman, bro. She's a modern woman. All right? Now, number one, guys, courage. Courage. The Proverbs 31 woman has courage. She trusts God with what she cannot control. You see, these modern women want to control everything. They want to control everything. Get a kid to the father. No, no. And then they'll come up with all these excuses. But you slept with that man. You let that man stick raw D with the veins in your fish hole. But let the kid go with that. No. So they're not trusting in God. They're not trusting in God. They not. They not. A chick that'll come up with every excuse under the sun to not trust in God is a demon, guys. So don't be fooled, bro. A chick that got to control everything is HPD. She need to go get that fixed. Because of Proverbs 31 woman, she's courage. She got courage. She trusts God with what she cannot control. And big one, can laugh at the days to come because she is encouraged by the truth that God has ordered her steps. Ain't no truth in no modern woman. Ain't no truth in no modern woman, bro. They a lie. They a whole lie. They don't like the truth. The truth is hate to them. They done flipped it. They devil got them running around here talking about the truth is hate. Oh, he hate women. He hate women because I call out the women that do not have courage, guys. Peep game. Let's get to the next joint. The next joint, guys, we gonna go with wisdom. Wisdom. Now these chicks try to be wise. They think because they ate from the tree of knowledge that they smarter than everybody. They think because they took a big bite from that apple that they smart. But that's why they are the dumbest ones underneath the sun, guys. Because they ate from the tree of knowledge. Now they think they so wise, but they don't know nothing. But the virtuous woman, a sister with sense, bro, she speak with wisdom. So she ain't gonna open her mouth unless she have researched and she know through experience, her own experience. She ain't gonna speak on somebody else's experience. She gonna speak on her own experience, what she know, not what she heard, not what a friend, what a bald head friend told her, or what the baby father of a bald head friend did to her bald head friend. No, she gonna talk about her experience, or she gonna stay shut. That's the sister with sense, wisdom. She speaks with wisdom and faithful instructions, meaning she gonna talk the word of God. Which one of these women that's screaming 100K and that got something to say about the man's pocket, the black man's pockets, is doing that? Which one? Show me. Which sister? Which sister speaking instructions and have instructions on her tongue? Stop playing. Let's stop playing, man. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing, bro. They don't got it in them. And this is why I tell y'all fool to be trapped in these modern relationships with these women, these fake monogamous relationships, because we just only went over two characteristics in a real woman, in a real sister with sense, and they don't got it in them. Majority of our sisters don't have that. They don't got courage. They don't got wisdom. They don't got courage and they don't got wisdom. Now let's get to this next one. Because this one is a big one. This big one. And we know they ain't got this. But they want 100K dude. They want a dude. Man, if they got 100K dude, right? Because they got man, if you got a chance to be with a dude like me, you don't even know what it takes. You don't ma'am. Come on, bro. You gonna call me nasty. You gonna call me fresh. You gonna call me Diddy, man. You are. Y'all better stop begging. Y'all better stop wanting stuff because y'all see it, yo. Y'all gotta stop wanting stuff because y'all see it, yo. Self-discipline. Sisters with sense have self-discipline, meaning they're in control of their fish hole. If they don't want to get pregnant, they not gonna get pregnant. You feel me? 'Cause sisters with sense, virtuous women, they know it take one to have a baby. It take me. If I let an irresponsible dude in my fish hole and do not require him to wear protection, it took me to make this baby. A real sister, a virtuous sister, a Proverb 31 sister, she know that, bro. She knows that. How many of our women in real life, in reality, because we talking about what it should be, how many people, how many women in our reality got self-discipline, bro? And we're not talking about the men today. We're not talking about the men because I could pull up Satan and Lucifer and I could do this exact same live on the men. You know what I mean? And most men gonna gather themselves. We talking about the women today. You know what I mean? You don't want to be healed. You don't want to be healed, man. Every time we get to telling you how you could fix yourself and not look like this clown that's right here on the board, I ain't take it from. I didn't take it. I ain't forget. As soon as we get to some information, some new information, so you don't got to run out here looking like this clown on the board, you get all bothered. Self-discipline, guys. Sisters with sense have self-discipline. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Man, these slick women don't know nothing about not eating the bread of idleness. They all for the $12 rent programs. They all for the food stamps. They done made it. They done made it a tradition now. They done made it to where the kids think that that's what they supposed to do. We gotta get on this. We gotta get on this. It's a sick mentality floating around in the churches of the black community. A real sick mentality, bro. Sad stuff, bro. Sad stuff. And these are characteristics of our Proverbs 31 woman. So if you don't see it in the girl you laying down with, bro, you better make sure you use protection because you going to let her play dumb with the cum. Because it ain't about love. It ain't never been about love, bro. Because a Proverbs 31 woman don't need you to make 100K. She don't need you to provide 100K because she ain't got plans on sitting there letting you do everything. God-fearing. How many of the sisters in our community is God-fearing? Like, keep it real. Keep it real. Start with your family. How many people in your family God-fearing? Really God-fearing. And not just be running around here saying stupid shit that they see on social media. Start with your family. How many people, how many women in your family is truly God-fearing? You know what I mean? The Proverbs 31 woman, our sisters with sense, our virtuous woman, she fears the Lord and is to be praised because she fears the Lord. You know what I mean? A lot of women don't like these words. Those are alarm words. Submit, fear, mold. They get all egotistical. I ain't got to fear nothing. I'm not scared of nothing. There's things you should be scared of, man. And there's things that sisters with sense know. I should be scared of that. And Lord, the God, the Most High is one of those things. But we know y'all in the society and in the community that pumps y'all being God. They got the kids praising y'all like y'all the God. So y'all ain't got no respect. Y'all ain't got no fear for God when you think you is the God. Everything designed and catered to Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day. And then you run around here talking about, I ain't trying to raise no man. Well, you don't want to talk about the women that's supposed to raise those boys? Why do those boys need raising? Did we ever stop to think, why would you feel comfortable yelling that and not going directly to the source? Because every abusive black man, every cheating black man was raised by a black woman. Well, like, golly, this mind-blowing information. Mind-blowing information, right? Because you see it, the woman running around here, because I ain't got time to raise no man, and men gotta grow up, and this and that. All right, and I can agree with you. I'm a fair dude. I agree with you 100%. 100%. So why is we celebrating so hard on Mother's Day? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, why do we turn a blind eye on Mother's Day when y'all constantly screaming to the top of your Happy Mother's Day? But then you'll turn, and then the very next, with the same mouth, men ain't this, men ain't that, men don't provide, men weak, men. You do know that all women touch every single human being on this earth first. You know what I mean? So let's stop playing, bro. Let's stop playing. We know who raised the demons. Look at Diddy running around here. Everybody got smoke for Diddy, but ain't nobody saying nothing to Miss Janice Combs, who sat there and said, he ain't do it. After watching the video that we watched in our hotel, he ain't do it. You see, this is why we don't get no better. This is why we don't get no better, because we always focused on the paper cut instead of the gash in our forehead. We love paying attention to the paper cut because it's easy. It's easy to focus on the paper cut, because the paper cut ain't about us. See, that gash in the forehead that we leaking out of too. Like, it's not like we ain't leaking out. And we know what happened when you leak out, right? When you bleed out, what happened? Death, right? Death. But we won't worry about this paper cut. We're in the black community worrying about paper cuts. 4, 5, 6 shots in our dome, and we worrying about paper cuts. This is why they cranked up the bullying meter. They call it bullying. All bullying is you telling the truth about that. So now they think they gonna scare somebody. I'ma still tell the truth. I don't give a fuck how much bullying you try to throw at me. Yes, you can try to hate speech and all that. It ain't gonna work. I'ma still tell the truth. I'ma still tell the truth. I peep game. I peep what you do. I peep what you're trying to do. Cause the bullying was never about race or, I mean, not race, about gender on gender. Cause we don't really bully dudes. You know what I mean? Unless you gonna be part of that LBGT thing, then you gonna get it. Then you gonna get it. And it's not like we bullying with that. We telling the truth. We telling the truth. But they done formed it and shaped it in a way now that gives, this is why the ugly ones got the biggest mouth and got the most opinions in this battle. Because they done cranked up the bullying thing, because the ugly ones think we can't call them ugly no more. You is ugly, and I'm gonna call you ugly. You're a bald head roach. You're not gonna trick us into running around here in a falsehood. You're not. But these women don't fear God, because all they want to do is lie all day. All they want to do is lie and eat crab legs. And God said not to do that. God said remove from the falsehood. When we speak amongst our brothers and sisters, it shall be no falsehood. That's what he said. So the truth is love, not hate. Not hate. Hard working, yo. Hard working. Now, we already know modern women always working hard at some foolishness. This is why they fell hard. Because they always trying to get over. They always trying to be slick. They always trying to manipulate a system that cannot be manipulated. This is why they lose real big, real bad. Some gonna be able to pretend that they ain't lose a little bit better than others. But for the most part, they're all losers because they always working hard on the wrong stuff. to where they're hardly working. That's a problem right there. But our Proverbs 31 woman, our sisters with sense, they hard working. She works willingly with her hands. She ain't high maintenance. She ain't gonna sit back and, oh, because men is supposed to provide. Oh, because men is supposed to this. Oh, because men is. So this is why a man, a real man, don't need no $100,000 to find a virtuous woman. This is why when you get the 1K, you ain't guaranteed a virtuous woman. This is why most dudes that got the 1K, they don't got a virtuous woman. And I could talk. I could talk. You know why I could talk. My results. My results. I could talk. I know what I'm talking about. And I ain't got 100K. I tell you straight up and down. Together, yeah, we clear that. Together, yes, we clear that. But me by myself, I ain't got 100K. But I got a virtuous woman. Now, how that happen? How that happen? So you run around here and let these bald head roaches manipulate you into some stupidness when they have not done any work on themselves. You're a fool, bro. You're a fool. Ain't nothing else to say.
Yeah, you are a dummy. Dummy, yeah. Let me talk to you.
It's nothing else to say. They're hardworking. Miss Goodbread get up. She go do her thing, bro. She do her thing, bro. And she don't do it from an egotistical. She ain't sitting there pumping her head up. She ain't in competition with me. She go get busy for her. She works willingly with her hands, rises early. Not she don't lay up in the bed till 12 o'clock because the night before was lit. How y'all say it was turn up. And even if the night before was turn up for her, she get right up early. Cause when you don't put them cheap spirits in your body, you ain't getting no hangover. Stop drinking them cheap spirits and you'll pop right up, sis. But the majority of our sisters, they lug them cheap spirits till wee hours in the morning. Then they sleep till like 12, 1 o'clock, wake up scratching their little titty, you know, the little nipple all out the damn wife beater and drool all on their neck, you know what I mean? And looking for something to eat. Looking for something to eat. Granted, some of them, this is during the weekend. Cause during the weekday, you know what I mean, they gonna wake up, they gotta wake them babies up. They're gonna do that with an attitude because they decided to stay up drinking. You know what I mean? So they gotta wake them babies up. They drag them babies to school looking like a hot mess. This is when these are the ones that you see out there with the shower hat, with the shower on the shower shit on their head and them pajama pants on. Then they drop the kid in the school, they drag them in there, they drag their little sorry ass back home, and then they go right back to sleep and sleep up until about 12, 1 o'clock, till it's almost time to get ready to go get them kids, boy. And those are the women on social media screaming, men ain't got no money to go dig. Men ain't got no money to go dig. Bitches ain't never worked hard in their life, bro. Ain't never, they don't know what hard working is, boy, ever. Hey man, these people is crazy, boy. This is a good one right here. This next one is a good one right here. And we already know. This gonna eliminate a lot of them. This gonna eliminate. Make sure y'all writing this thing down, man. Cause these you need to have this. Cause they're front, they're live. They don't tell you what what you signing up for, guys. Remember, they don't tell you what you signing up for. They all fake jacks. They all they go Dutch with you in the beginning. In the honeymoon phase, they matching you dollar for dollar until it slow up. Until every time you go to stick PP in, you got to be financially responsible for something. And you'll see the switch up. It happens like around the 2-month part. Yeah. You know what I mean? But the next one, guys, generous, bro. How many of our sisters in our community is generous, bro? How could they be generous when they work, they clock in our pockets, bro? They haven't gotten nothing and they worrying about what we got. They don't got nothing real. Nothing real, boy. Nothing real. Let's see what it say about our Proverbs 31 women and our sisters with sense. Again, if you just coming in the house, this is not a bash to my sisters with sense. You know what I mean? This is a test for my sisters that want to know if you're a sister with sense. Just follow along. You'll learn. By the end of this live, you'll know if you're a sister with sense. You'll know if you worth 100K, dude. You know what I mean? And if you're not, just leave. Just exit quietly. Just exit quietly, though. You know what I mean? But yes, our Proverbs 31 virtuous woman, she treats her husband generously all her life long. That's it right there. That's going to eliminate. So now we're going to get to the reality of the things right now. Now we're going to get to the reality of the situation. Because it's very rare that you find a generous woman. I'm not saying that they not out there. A lot of these women a lot of these women with these traits, guys, unfortunately, is snatched up. Know what I mean, unfortunately, too, some of them took him by a pookie, but they snatched up. A lot of women with these qualities is taken. You know what I mean? And it's sad. But yes, it's very few generous women in our society, in our community left. It's over. It's over. You see it. And last but not least, guys, one of the last characteristics. And it's another tough one, man. These are some tough ones right here. This is why I say a mentally strong black woman, they got all of these, bro. They mind right. They mind right. They got all of these. Especially this one. Compassionate, bro. They are compassionate, bro. You know what I mean? She stretches out her hand to the poor and needy. You know what I mean? She not laughing. She not ridiculing. She not putting down. She not standing over somebody's shoulders. You know what I mean? She not gossiping. And you know how these modern ratchet chicks be. You know, and even these smooth operators, you know, the yellow section guys, I'm gonna call them the smooth operators. You know what I mean? Our Miss Independence, because they are some, they talk bad about the people in the projects just because they got out of it, and they live in a nice rich neighborhood. It's still over their means though. They still living poor though. They just, you know what I mean? I'll explain it later, but they know what I'm talking about. They still living poor, bro. They still living poor, but they just they dress it up nicer because they got a little bit of income that they could play with. Still don't got no passive income. So they just playing. They just playing. But those ones, they talk bad about y'all people in the projects. And they ain't no different. They just got 10% more than y'all. You know what I mean? Those women. You know what I mean? Those women with the house. And they talk about the people in the projects that pull up with the good cars. They be mad and shit. Like, oh, I'm the only one supposed to have a good car in my house. And none of that shit matters. Can't get none of that in heaven. None of that's going to get you into heaven, sis, ma'am. Know what I'm talking about? Know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. All right, y'all. So let's move it right along. Let's move it right along. I got some more work for y'all, though. I got some more work. Strong-minded women, guys. The strong-minded woman test. And then we'll get on out of here and let y'all go enjoy your Sunday. I know this was a bit triggering because, you know what I mean?
You know, some women are mentally strong and some aren't. It's not a fixed trait. It really depends on your situation. It's also not something to be embarrassed about because it is something you can work on. It's not even fair that some women come out of their childhood and adolescent years unscathed, while others have to deal with a web of issues.
And that's a fact, y'all. Remember, these are the facts. So please put your feelings away. Put your feelings away. This is that information that we ain't have access to, right? This is white privilege. This the white privilege information. This the people that's ahead of y'all because they got to some information before y'all got to it. This is that information right here. So now y'all have access to it for free. So all I'm asking you to do is hit the like button. All right, sisters? You ain't got to worry about it. It's the answers. It's answers. It's solutions to your problem. Don't go into deny mode. Just fix it. Only you know. You and this video know what you need to work on. All right? They know who caused the issue, but they don't want to address that. They don't want to address the mamas. Remember, they'd rather talk about the abusers and the meisty men instead of the mamas. When they know, they'd rather talk about the men that they gotta raise. When they know who was supposed to do that, yo, oh, you can't keep blaming mothers, but why not? Because yo, the kids is only gonna do what they saw. They're gonna make choices. Yeah, they're gonna make their own choices and their own decisions off of the information that their mother gave them. Like, what's the problem? Like, why are we so scared to address that? They said they could do bad by themselves, and that's including raising kids. They did that. But we don't want to skip over that part. I want to skip over that part and just get to the part of the poorly raised kids. We just want to beat the poorly raised kids up all day. Like, get out of here, bro. Knock it off. But again, strong-minded women, they ain't on that again. They don't play that level of delusion. They not in that level of delusion, guys.
You know, some women are mentally strong and some aren't, but it's not a fixed trait. It really depends on your situation. It's also not something to be embarrassed about because it is something you can work on. It's not even fair that some women come out of their childhood and adolescent years unscathed, while others have to deal with a web of issues. It's not their fault, but it is the way it is. Your biology, environment, socioeconomic background, education, and support system all play a major role in how mentally strong you'll be as an adult.
But it is your fault. Hey, Lux, you're not going to get away with that. It is your fault. If you do nothing about this, it's all of your fault. If you do nothing about this, now that you know, and this to go back to what I told you, poverty and failure, everything that's bad is 50%. 50% circumstance, 50% acceptance of that circumstance. Yes, our mother and father placed us in a circumstance. Now, if we accept that circumstance, then and only then can we not blame our parents. We can't blame our parents. Then we accepted the circumstance. Is that what it is? That's why y'all get triggered? Because y'all have accepted the circumstance that those folks put you in. So you're just going to hold them down now. You're going to hold them down in failure and just lose, right? And throw rocks at me for telling the truth.
The first step to fixing this is to recognize the patterns that you follow. So, let's take a look at 15 things mentally strong women don't do. If you find yourself consistently doing any of these, well, you know which ones you need to work on. First up, strong women don't allow a problem to linger for too long.
Exactly, guys. We talk about this all of the time. You cannot afford to mess with women that cannot let things go. We are in an era, the technology era, where it's hit or miss, but you got to get ready for the next shot. You got to keep shooting. You got to keep shooting. If you get caught up with a female that after you take a shot, you got to explain all this extra stuff and you're too long to get that next shot up there. You got to keep shooting, bro. You got to keep shooting. You got to. That's the type of vibe we on now. I mean, we all catching up. We all making up for lost time because we didn't have this type of information. Now that we got this type of information, you can't afford as a man to get with a female that can't let things go, bro.
This is a blanket statement that applies to almost anything in life. It can be a problem with a colleague at work, an issue with your friend, it could be a plumbing issue at your house. A problem that lingers is more likely to overwhelm you, and mentally strong women know that they have to deal with the problem before it gets to that point. They also don't avoid confrontation. It's not that they enjoy it or they welcome it, but they know that directly confronting the issue is the best way to get what they want without upsetting the person too much. Instead of seeing a confrontation as a battle, they see it as an opportunity to communicate with someone else, understand their perspective, and explain where they're coming from. Confrontation is a golden opportunity if you go in there with confidence. It's not.
And this is something that was supposed to be harbored while you were small, while the girls were small. Remember, they ain't got dads either. They be talking about it like he ain't got no father, he ain't got, but they forget they ain't got no father either. And this is what happened. They didn't harbor the fact that they can negotiate something for their well-being. Nobody gave them that experience. At home, it's what the mama say goes. In school, it's what the teacher say goes, just like for us. So a lot of them never got a chance to confront their abuser, confront their bully. And we know who their bully is, their first oppressor, whoever raised them, whoever their custodial parent, hell of a mother.
Something that you need to be afraid of. And on a similar note, mentally strong women don't beat around the bush. For years, women have been told to say things nicely. Being nice takes a few extra words, some compliments, and letting people down easily. But look, the more words you have to add to what you need to say, the more likely it is that your message will be lost. Mentally.
And this is exactly why nobody should vote for Carmella, because she gonna put all of us at risk. Because women is too busy trying to be liked instead of being successful. And you can't be both. She gonna put all of us at risk with the fake shit. Fake already the new real. What more do we want? What more do we want? How fake can it get?
Strong women have learned to say things clearly and concisely. If someone else can't handle it, that's their problem, but at least they got the message out. Beating around the bush only gets you lost. It's time to go straight through. They're not too critical or too hard on themselves. We tend to think that by being hard on ourselves, we're hopefully going to wake up and get our act together. But you're only telling yourself that you suck, and who feels motivated to work harder after hearing that? Nobody. Mentally strong women know that things.
Exactly. I hope you heard that, modern woman. I'm gonna play that back because y'all in your own head. Y'all your own ops. Because y'all do that the most right there. Let me play that back right there. That was critical right there. You know what I mean? And that's part of that not being able to let stuff go. You sit there and worry about the paper cut. Let the venom from the person that bit you linger in you. You never clear that venom up out you.
We're hopefully going to wake up and get our act together. But you're only telling yourself that you suck, and who feels motivated to work harder after hearing that? Nobody. Mentally strong women know that things happen. It's human to make mistakes, and everybody does it. So when they mess up, which is inevitable, they brush it right off, make genuine apologies if they need to, and get right back to what they wanted to do. They don't bring other women down. It's the surest sign of someone who's insecure and unhappy with themselves.
Yeah, you see all the weak women running around here talking about pick-me's and calling the other women pick-me's. I told y'all what that word pick-me really mean for these black women. Those are black women being wild racist to their sister, yo. They calling their sister a black male lover. It's like calling their sister a ninja lover. I tell you, oh, she a pick-me. She a ninja lover. That's what they really mean, bro. She a ninja lover. She love ninjas. And they don't like that. And you know what I mean? We got a lot of that in our community. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of women that ain't got nothing nice to say about the virtuous woman at that.
The moment you insult someone, whether it's for the clothes they wear, the media they consume, or their intelligence, you immediately send a message that something about this woman threatens you. Mentally strong women have no problem lifting other people up because they know there's enough space at the top for everyone. On a similar note, they don't compare themselves to other women.
Exactly. That's the quickest way to unhappiness, comparing yourself to people. And that's why y'all run around here sad. Modern women run around here sad in the neighborhood, boy. because they sit there and look over their shoulder too much. When you look over your shoulder, you got to look over your shoulder to see if they got enough, not to see what they got. You know what I mean? You're going to lose what you have, worried about what other people got. All right? Embrace what you have. Some of y'all compare yourself to people and don't know what those people had to do to get to where they got. Some of those people lost family members to get money that they be stunting and fronting with because they don't have the knowledge themselves. You know what I mean? Do you want to switch places with those? Do you want to lose your mother? Do you want to lose your dad? Like, y'all got to stop with the eyes being bigger than your stomach. Stop wanting things because you see it, bro. Sis.
Comparing yourself to someone else is more likely going to bring you down because comparing uses cognitive bias, and this directs us to focus more on negative things. Even if you think you're doing it to lift yourself up, you're going to notice the things you're lacking and still feel despondent. And if you somehow do find that you're better off than another woman at something, well, you're guilty of number 5, bringing her down. Mentally strong women don't complain without working toward a solution. It's okay to vent about a problem. Everyone needs to let off some steam sometimes. But constant complaining without taking action to fix what you're complaining about shows that you don't want to fix, you want attention. It shows that you don't want it to be resolved, you want something to talk about. Talking about the same issue only dumbs you down and makes you focus on the same things over and over again. But when you talk about possible solutions, it's like your mind opens up and you feel stronger and more competent.
And that's a message right there. That go back to letting stuff go. Not being able, the inability for these women to let stuff go. Let it go.
Mentally strong women don't lose all of their friends.
Bingo.
There are some friends you'll need to cut out of your life, and there are friends you'll just drift apart from. But when you look around and none of your friends are in your life anymore, something's wrong.
Exactly. You trying to start a whole new identity, and it's you. It's you. You need to change you. You done changed your friends. You done change your location and city, and the same things is happening. The same things is happening. You had your 2 months of everything going good and everything going your way. And oh yeah, this is the greatest move of my life. And 3rd month here and back to the same thing. The same old, you back in the same fellas that's doing the same things to you that they was doing when you was in your other city and state. And it's you, man. It's you. But y'all never take the time to go into some real self-care, to evaluate yourself and do some real self-care. Y'all care about everything else, what everybody else is saying, what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is making, but y'all never really go into that relationship with yourself and find out who you are.
Whether you've let the friendships go because you've been focused on work, your partner, your family, whatever it is, you need good friends in your life. It's important to make the effort to keep them. It's important to put some differences aside and not let petty things get in the way of a great friendship. They don't constantly argue with people. There's a difference between standing up for yourself and allowing people to have power over your emotions.
And that's big facts right there, yo. Virtuous women and sisters with sense, they do more analyzation than they do talking. They're going to analyze the whole thing, bro. They're going to sit back and really analyze it. And they do this in their relationships. So this is why when you with a virtuous woman and she bring you some advice, you should not feel away. She's not trying to control you, sir. Sir, she's not trying to control you. She's not trying to be your mother. She sat back and she analyzed the situation, bro. So it'd be in your best interest to take her advice. You're still the leader, dummy. You are still the leader. But when you got a virtuous Proverbs 31 sister with sense, she's gonna analyze more than she do talking. See, you're used to them women that got their mouth open all of the time, because most of our mothers is one of them loud mouth, ratchet, hood rat chicks. So we used to that. We attract to that. But some of us luck up and we get the quiet one who analyze more than she loudmouth. Understand that, guys. It's a big fact. When you if you got one of them quiet girls, understand when she come to you with some advice, and normally the advice is just shit stink, sir. Fix it. That's it. Fix it. It's just easy. Real easy fix, bro. Remember, if it could have been a modern woman not gonna say nothing. She just gonna go suck another. You already know, bro. Like what happened, and then be like, but you knew, cause you did this and you did that. Like, damn, you could have told me. I'd have tried to fix my shit. Like, nope. It's no warning with them. It's no warning.
When you're constantly arguing with the same person or you find yourself in arguments with other people often, even if they're wrong, you're beating a dead horse and you have to ask yourself what you're actually gaining from this. After some time, it's clear that their opinion isn't going to change. So, what exactly is your end goal here? Mentally strong women know when to take a step back after stating their point. They don't forsake self-care for other people. When you're missing the self-care routines that calm you down, just so you can always be available for others, so that you can see everyone, you're
Exactly. And this come in the form of their mother house. Watch them girls that gotta go to their mother house. That feet never stay in their house. Watch them girls that got all these excuses to feet never stay at home. Those are Proverbs 7 girls, guys. I don't give a fuck what they say, how nice they dress, what they don't do. Oh, I don't twerk and I don't care. If they feet can't stay in their home, they are Proverbs 7 females, bro. They're not the Proverbs 31 female, bro. Understand that.
emptying your cup and never filling it up. Your cup has to stay as full as possible for you to mentally be strong. So these women know that the best way they can be there for others is to be there for themselves first. Away with the people pleasing, be gone wearing yourself too thin. You are a priority too. A sink.
Exactly, and that's exactly my answer. Because I know I get some bald head roach. What's wrong with going to my mother house? Because first of all, man, when you let men stick raw PP in you, y'all married. So no other bond's supposed to be exclusive other than that. All right. So it's supposed to be you, God, and him. So that's one reason. And another reason is what's over there? It's definitely not a win. The generational curse is over there. Why you want to entertain yourself and tempt yourself with the generational curse? Because they didn't win. They ain't out the curse. Your family, your mother, it's just a lot of entertainment over there. It's useless entertainment over there, right? That's how we waste our time. We waste time over there. That's all it is. You want to be nosy. You can't let shit go. Remember, that's how Ruth got turned into a pillar of salt because God told her not to look back in Sodom and Gomorrah as he burnt it down to the core, right? But she couldn't. She had to look back. She couldn't just let go of what she built that wasn't by God, but she couldn't let go of what she built in that wicked city, right? She had to look back and got turned into some salt.
Sinking ship can save no one. They don't have an individualistic mindset.
Boom! They got a pack mentality. You know what I mean? You know, a pack mentality, we need that. We could build with that. A sister with sense with a pack mentality. Well, a sister with sense have a pack mentality, or she wouldn't be a sister with sense. But a sister with sense with a pack mentality, all that mean, guys, is she know her place. She know her role. You know what I mean? She could know how to be the point guard, right? On a team, right? On a basketball team, right? The sister with sense could know how to be the point guard, the shooting guard, the power forward, the small forward, and the center too. She could know all them goddamn positions because she was raised by a single mother who did all them things. So she got those skills, right? But a sister with sense, she know what do you need me for? You need me to play what? The center? So I'm going to play the center. And I expect you to play your position too. You're the leader. You're going to be the point. I'm going to be the center. It's a pack mentality. See, with a pack mentality, it's just like in the wild, guys. You see how the lions do it? You got the lion over there that stare the prey all the way over here. Then you got the fastest lion that's going to catch him. You know what I mean? Then you got the muscle. and they all got their own roles, and they work as a team to get the kill. Ain't no one person jumping over and everybody trying to be the individual all-star, and it ain't none of that with a pack mentality. That's the herd mentality. And a lot of our sisters have that herd mentality. They just sitting around wasting time waiting to see what the lambs is gonna do. If the lamb go that way, then everybody go that way. The lion is coming, and we going that way, and then they all go that way, and there's no critical thinking. There's no critical thinking with modern women. Salute to my sisters with sense, bro, because that's all. That's what make a sister with sense different. That's what make her different. You know what I mean? That's all that make it different. Exactly. They got that herd mentality. They got a herd mentality. And sisters, stay away from the herd mentality because you following folks that ain't win. You following folks that ain't win. Remember, success leave footprints, and you ain't following successful footprints. You're not. So y'all want to stay away from that. Patrick Brown, what's going on, man? You already know. You already know. And I'm gonna stay doing lives like this, guys, because it's just me. I love my sisters. You know what I mean? I love my sisters. So I'm gonna stay doing lives like this.
I don't think a person that's suffering with mental health or being emotionally abusive and then apologizing the next day is someone that needs to be in a relationship right now. And I know you love that person, and I want to say how much I admire the men, because again, there's so many women with BPD today. It's 3 times higher in women than men. And again, I've seen that so many men are very frustrated with women because a lot of women are all acting the same, right? And they're very emotional, they're undisciplined emotionally, and whenever a man puts his foot down with a woman, she calls him abusive, controlling, and narcissistic. But he's like, bro, I wish you could see yourself. I wish you could look at yourself in the mirror and see how you're acting. Gosh, what do I do? How do I wake you up? And I get it. And I want to say, like, after my healing process, like, I admire the men that do that. I know there's men that aren't good men. I know there's women that aren't good women. I know there's great men, and I know there's great women. I know there's men that are trying so hard right now. That's why so many men are not getting married. They're in relationship and they want the intimacy and love, but they're not getting married because in the long run, they're dealing with so many people, so many women that are having mental health issues. You also deserve peace. You also deserve love. And I would say, don't get caught up thinking that this is normal. And that's how life is supposed to look like and be, that you're supposed to take all of that abuse. No.
Absolutely, yo. Patrick, yo, what's going on, man? Pull up, and let's have this conversation, man. Let's have this conversation. You know what I mean? Let's have this conversation, cause you coming from a weak mindset right now. We talking about strong black women. We talking about mentally strong black women, and your comment smells all of weak black woman. Smells like weak black woman, and then you running around here. Remember, hit the link so that we could talk about this. You know what I mean? Hit the link so you could come on the panel and we could talk about this. Put it in your Google. Don't do Safari. Put the link in your Google so we could talk about this. You know what I mean? I want you to explain to me how the hate or the hate woman thing. I need to understand the hate woman part. I need to understand that. I need you to break that thing down to me. You know what I mean? Is this preaching or what? Because I ain't preaching or none of that. None of the stuff you stuck on me, you know what I mean? Am I doing right now? I'm talking to my fellas and I'm talking to my sisters with sense. You feel me? So you could pull up though, and I could explain to you exactly what's going on here. Or, you know what I mean, you could sit back and be a spectator. Remember, part of being a strong person is being able to stand on how you feel. So I just confronted you. I just dropped the link. Now, if you were as strong mentally person as you think you are, you jump on this link and explain yourself, or you shut up, because you are everything that I'm talking about today. You are. You know what I mean? You are. And you're going to say, what up, bro? Like, I don't know that you're a woman hiding behind a man's avatar. You're funny. Like, you're fun. Just that alone shows weakness because you can't be yourself. You can't be yourself. That makes you a spectator too. That also means that your opinion about me or about anybody else in this chat does not count. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? You see how that works? When you weak mentally, then you don't count. You don't get to say nothing. You got to work on yourself before you jump in here. Before you jump in this public pool, you need to go in the showers. You need to hit the showers and work on yourself, ma'am. No, I'm not preaching nothing. I ain't got. Who said that? Who taught you that? This is how we gonna talk about it. This is how we gonna talk about it. What's the psychology on that? Who taught you that? Who made that up? Who made that rule up? Who made up that when you're quoting stuff from the Bible, you are preaching? Where does it say that at? Because all I did was read from the Bible. All I did was read something from the Bible. What happened? That's how you was raised. This is why you have no results. This is why you believe what you believe, make the decisions, and make the choices that you make. But who's complaining about women? You see this as complaining, but I have been helping women this whole life. I don't know how much of this live you saw, but that's how we know that you are what we talking about today. Hit the link. Hit the link. That's your last time. After this comment right here, I'm not giving you no more attention. Because now you're doing it for attention. We going to get to that. We only on 11 and you triggered. You're triggered because I'm going to tell y'all why she triggered. She's triggered because she can't identify with nothing that was on this list. And this list was characteristics found in a strong black woman. She see none of these qualities in her. Bingo. Let's move along. Let's move it on. That's how that works. That's psychological, guys. That ain't no of my opinion, her opinion, or no, that's psychological facts. She don't see none of these qualities of strong-minded women in her, so she's triggered. Mind you, she ain't fight me on the fact that Patrick ain't a man. You see how that work? Man, yo. Class, are you here? Are you with me? This is what I mean, guys. And these are the women that feel they need $100,000, 100,000 men. How they need 100,000 men and they can't even tell the truth? They lying. These chicks is frauds, bro. They fraud. Look how they trying to trick you. Yo, and they bald headed. And they fat too. And they always got something mean to say about somebody that is way better than them on the low. Man, yo. And then they gonna say that we mad, right? Then they say we mad, but clearly she bothered. They don't like their own medicine, huh? They don't like their own medicine, right? Because now we mad. But clearly we said something that made her mad and respond. Now we mad. Nope. All right, guys, let's finish the list. Because all this is somebody that don't want the sisters with sense to get enlightened. Because she need a pack. She need a pack of dumb bitches behind her. You know what I mean? So she don't want sisters to get woke. Because then she won't be able to ride out with the lies. So let's get back to the scheduled program, guys.
Bring yourself too thin, you are a priority too. A sinking ship can save no one. They don't have an individualistic mindset. Now, with that being said about taking care of yourself, these women also don't have an individualistic mindset. While they are okay with pursuing their own goals, desires, and needs, they know that cooperation is better than pure competition. They don't expect other people to just know their boundaries, history, and problems. They communicate it. And while they're independent and self-sufficient, they also know the importance of community and coming together to help each other and to stand by each other. Mentally strong women don't harshly judge other people. Now,
This one's for you. This one's for you, Patrick. Look, this one is spot on for her. Cause she harshly judged me, right? She harshly judged me being a bald-head roach, and she showed her weakness. It's science. This is science, guys. It's science. Now peep this. Magic, yo. Mr. Goodbread shit, I'm damn near Mr. Magic. Watch this.
stand by each other. Mentally strong women don't harshly judge other people. Now, look, okay, humans do pass judgment on others. It's the way we make sense of things and form opinions and impressions about people in the world. But if we allow these judgments to run wild, we risk making up our own stories about people without knowing things from their side. Mentally strong women know that with limited information, personal bias, and stereotypes, the judgment that we pass on to people is massively flawed, and we shouldn't base our opinions and behaviors toward them on this judgment alone.
And that go back to why virtuous women, sisters with sense, they sit back and analyze, because that's more embarrassing to them. More embarrassing is to jump out there like Patricia Brown and look dumb because she don't know everything, but she gonna go respond or paint me out as something that I'm not. You know what I mean? Dummy. Dummy. Then this is her award. This is her award for tonight. I got you stuttering. Not that she got me lying or she got me in a lie or I got you stuttering. When we all know, Mr. Goodbread, he got speech problems. He make his own words up. The boy don't talk right. He just don't talk right. Dummy, yo. This one, hold on. You gonna hold this, Patricia. Miss Patricia, hold this one right quick.
You actually think you deserve a shot at this? You don't deserve buddy.
They don't deliberately exclude other people. Now, most people will be at a point in their life when they're part of the in crowd and someone new walks in. In high school, you might have been the one being excluded, and now that someone else is coming in, it's your chance to be the cool person, the one who makes someone squirm or welcomes them. Women who aren't mentally strong will feel threatened by other women coming in. They'll try to exclude them and make them feel unwelcome. But women who are mentally strong know that you're stronger when you're standing together, so they make an effort to include them. Mentally strong women don't spend the majority of their free time being unproductive.
You heard? Patricia Brown, you don't like this live, right? So you should leave. You shouldn't stay one more minute because then that's unproductive, right? Because you're not getting nothing from it. You're not, you know what I mean? It's just, that'll be mental health issues. You don't like it here, but you stay and you're still commenting. So what attracts you? What are you attracted to? Because you can't ruin any male over here. Any man over here, we see you a mile away, man. This is what this channel is. If you didn't know, this is not a woman hate channel. No, this is we see you a mile away, and now we get to laugh at you because you tried. You fucked around and found out, man.
Now, when we say unproductive, we mean hours of TV binging or scrolling through your phone. There's a difference between downtime and wasting your time. When you're at home, you don't have to move through your time on autopilot. As a species, we've never been this lazy. We've always worked. We've always had a great goal, and our minds and bodies are designed to move forward. When we don't, we become stagnant. So you've got your time to move forward with something, whether it's DIYing your house, learning new recipes, crafting, working on your motorbike or car. The goal is to just get off the couch. And last but not least, mentally strong women don't allow anyone, but especially men, to dictate their actions and emotions. It's pretty easy for women to become frustrated with men because, hey, they tend to work and think so differently. This frustration can lead to explosive anger, a lot of hurt, and just being really, really annoyed. And it can be that way for women too. But a mentally strong woman calls upon the philosophers of Stoicism. They channel Marcus Aurelius and work on the principles of Plato. And they know that they can't control a situation, but they can control their response to it. That's where the power is. Your attitude is all yours. And that's a wrap for today, my friend. That's 15 things that mentally strong women don't do. And as we said, being mentally strong is more of a phase than a lifetime personality trait. It depends on what's going on. We can all get into bad situations that can make us more vulnerable. And if we're unfortunate enough to be around a person who takes advantage of this, they can tear you down and you'll have to rebuild that strength again. Strength and weakness are not fixed, though. They're not forever. Like your fitness level, it takes consistent work, and one injury can throw you off. So if you fall, Aluxer, give yourself some grace, get back up, and get back out there.
Facts, y'all. Facts, guys. These are the facts, ladies. So if you want the work, you can get the work. You know where. You know who got the work. If you want to fix yourself, if you want to get better results, you already know. The trigger is pain. Pain is weakness leaving your body. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy, and the hardest part is gonna be able to handle the truth. Y'all was told so many lies. You know what I mean, for y'all money. The world been vicking y'all, busting y'all in y'all head for y'all money. You know what I mean? And y'all believe it. Y'all don't believe it. The world gave y'all all tons of excuses, and y'all believed them excuses. And now y'all done made them excuses core beliefs, bro. But excuses are not reasons. Understand that. You turn them excuses into reasons, and you're going to continue to make the same mistakes that you made. Like I said, guys, I'm going to continue to do these lives because, again, I could talk about the bad women all day, but at the end of the day, we got to start flipping some of these women. We got to start turning these women. We got to start giving some of these women that want to know. You know what I mean? The bald head roaches that don't want to know, they going to always lose. You know what I mean? It's them. But some women, I have not given up. Some women, they want the information. You're not going to be able to manipulate me into giving you the information how you want me to give it to you. I'm going to give you the work the way I want to give you the work now. But I do believe there's some women that want the work and that want to change because they see that what they've been getting ain't right. That shit is the same shit they mother got, yo, and they don't want that, bro. They sat there in our house when they was little and they said they did not want to be like their mother, bro. And when they look, now they see is everything panning out to be just like their mother. So it's some women that want the good information. And I'm not going to let the bald head roaches deter or discourage me from giving out the work, you know what I mean? For the women I want it. So those of you sisters with sense that want the work, I'll be here. Also, become a member. You might like the way I give the workout as a member of this channel because it's just straight work. It's none of this character. It's none of this flair. It's just straight work and good information. You know what I mean? So you might want to become a member of this channel. You know what I mean? If you're that sensitive. But for these free lives, yeah, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be all of me. Understand that. Fellas, y'all hope you enjoyed this. And this one wasn't pretty much for us, guys. If anything, you take notes because if you're dealing with women, you want to make sure your woman got some type of traits. You don't want to invest in a time. Our time is valuable. So just cause she effing and it's just recreational use only. Still, bro, always be trying to find that Eve, bro. Always be trying to find that Eve. You know what I mean? Always be trying to find that one, bro. You know what I mean? And today was one of those lessons where you just match up the traits and the characteristics. Because I'll tell you another thing. These women, they all got an auntie, right? And they all got a traditional woman who got these virtuous woman traits, right? And they all got one. All of these modern women got one. And they go around her every now and then, whether it's once a month, whether their mom sent them to her, or however the case may be. They get around these traditional women and they really absorb and they learn and they watch them, but that's not who they is. So it's an act. So a lot of these women learn how to put on this act of a traditional Proverbs 31 sister with sense, and once they get you to commit, and once they get what they want, then they true colors will show. So you got to be very mindful of that, guys. But today we went over all the characteristics, all of them, every single one. I leave my lives up, and you know the live chat soon gonna generate, so it'll be up. All of them is in the live chat for those of you watching on the playback. Make sure y'all know them, so no chick could run game on you, bro. They got to have all of them, bro. Just like we got to have $100,000, right? So then we ain't got time for them to, oh, I only got 4. I got 3. No. They got to have all of them characteristics, or they getting 20,000 K dudes, and that's that. I stand on that. Remember that, bro. All right? I love y'all. Wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life, guys. I see y'all tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Harlem, New York, put your cigarettes out and pull your panties out. Put your hands together